Today, I'll show you how to turn your prototypes into finished products. Right now, this is just a bunch of components and wires. We're going to design and 3D print a proper enclosure for this project using Autodesk Fusion. The final result will be a small portable device with an OLED face, fully enclosed, clean, and professional. Fusion is free for personal use, so go ahead and download and install that. Create a new project. Now, there are two ways in which I design an enclosure. Method 1, which is my preferred method, is importing 3D models of the components into Fusion and designing around them. Method 2 is measuring everything manually with calipers and recreating the geometry yourself. I'll show you both. Most companies provide the 3D files for their development boards. For example, the Xiao board's 3D files can be found on their wiki page, and most other components can be found online. My favorite place to grab these 3D files is GrabCAD. They have a ton of designs uploaded by the community, but make sure to check the licenses before using any of the designs. Once we have all the 3D files, in Fusion, go to Insert, Insert Mesh, select From My Computer, and bring the model into your workspace. Let me import all the models. I have put all the components in the right place. To move or rotate an object, you click on the object and press M. This activates the Move tool, or right-click and select Move. Now you can move or rotate the object. Now you can start making the enclosure using solid objects. But a better way to do it is using a sketch. Click on the surface where you want the sketch to be, and click on the Sketch button. Now, draw the base shape of the enclosure. You can simply use the shapes to draw your sketch, but you can also use the Offset tool. Select the Offset tool and click on the outline of your biggest component, and drag it. This will be the inside of the enclosure. A 5mm gap is safe. Use the Offset tool again to make the walls. I like my walls 2 to 3 millimeters. And to secure the PCB, I want to add screws, so I'll make some standoffs. For this, I use the circle tool. The dot you see there is the center of that existing hole. You can align to it. And I think we're good. Save the sketch. Next, we have to make the 3D shapes from the sketch. And for this, we will use the Extrude tool. Press E or select Extrude from the Create menu. And select everything in the sketch. And extrude it to 2 millimeters. Then select the circles and raise it according to the length of your screw. Go to the options on the right side and set the operation to Join. This will join the new object with all the objects it is touching. Next, we add some screw holes using the Hole tool. Self-tapping screws can be easily screwed onto 3D printed objects if the holes are the right size. The screw holes have to be slightly smaller than the screws you're using. So if I'm going to use a 2mm screw, it should be 1.9mm or 1.8mm. This will be different for each printer and filament, so you'll have to get this right by trial and error. Next, select the outer wall and raise it till the top of your project. And if you're unsure of the size or don't trust the 3D models, you can measure your project and enter the height. Next, we need to close the enclosure. Select the top layer of the wall and extrude, about 2 millimeters. But this time, we want to create a separate object for the lid, so set the operation to New Body. And we get this separate object. Next, select one of the inside faces of the lid and extrude it. Make sure you hide the other object while you do this, or they will merge together. Next, let's make the corners a bit rounded so that there is space for some screws. To do this, we use the fillet tool. Select the corners and move them. Do the same with the lid. Now we can add the screw holes. This time I am making a hole with a counterbore so that the top of the screw can go into the hole and sit flat. That is about 4 millimeters. Finally, we need cutouts for the USB port and the switch. I can do this by adding a sketch here. To make the STL files, select the object, go to File, 3D Print, and save the file. Now all we have to do is print it. There you go, prototype to product. Comment if you are going to start making enclosures too.